Hi, Bill Cates here. I'm excited that you've made the decision to invest your time and money and energy in Referral Coach Academy. You will no longer be dabbling in referrals, but you're going to build a lot of confidence and you're going to acquire more high-value clients, referrals, and personal introductions. By the way, if you ever have an occasion to mention Referral Coach Academy to others, just send them to referralcoachacademy.com, referralcoachacademy.com. They can watch a short video, they can do the tour for individuals or leaders, etc. So let's go ahead and sign in, and you'll have your own username and password. Takes you to the main page. Sometimes we call this the carousel page, as you can see why in a second. First thing I want to point your attention to is the light pad. This is where I will be sending you messages to let you know that I've added new content. You can see I've added some scripts, I've added a new report. If you signed in with a larger group, if a manager signed you up perhaps, then he or she can also send you messages to let you know about certain things related to the training. Now, the report card is where you can see where you stand with any specific course. You can see with the first course, Maximizing Your Referral Results, I've done 3 out of the 9 lessons. With the How to Create a Referral-Based Business, Asking for Referrals without begging or pushing, I've done 12 of those. Yes, you can jump around. While we do recommend you do it in order, you can jump around a little bit if you want. So that's what the report card does. It just kind of shows you where you are without having to wonder where you left off. The file, and by the way, each one of these items you can see has a preview button. It gives you a little explanation of what each one of these is if you forget. In the file vault is where I will post items like scripts and questions from people like yourself. When you ask me a question, quite often I'll post the answer here so other people can see the answer, keeping it anonymous, of course. I won't reveal your name. If, again, you're signed up with a larger group, your manager can also post things in the file vault as well. A lot of great content putting in the file vault, by the way. Now, your favorites is where I'll show you in a minute how you can mark a chapter as a favorite. But if you mark a certain chapter as a favorite, then what happens is they show up here in the favorites. So if there's a course or lesson you want to hit again, maybe repeatedly, or you want to recommend it to someone else, then you can just go right here in the favorites section, and you'll be reminded of where that is. And then finally, the Talk to Bill feature. If you hit Talk to Bill either here or up here, you can see in the top menu bar, then what will happen is a quick form will come up that you can send me a question, send me a challenge, send me a success story, send me a suggestion, and then all you have to do is shoot that on. I'll get it. It goes directly to me. I'll respond certainly as quickly as I possibly can, and it's a way that I can stay in touch with you every step along the way. Now, many of these buttons are repeated down below here. And also we have a calendar feature. In most cases you'll be using your own calendar, but if you decide you want to use the calendar in this program to schedule training sessions for yourself, certainly feel free to do that. So let's go into the training center itself, and let's start at the highest level, which is really the courses for you. And as you can see, there are 3 active courses at the moment. Maximizing Your Referral Results. And you can see that there's a little intro video that's playing, but I have the sound off. Here you can see the courses about measuring your gap to know where you are and where you could be with referrals. Notice that I marked some favorites. You see the little hearts right next to the lessons. I've marked some of these: referral mindset, my ideal client profile, enhancing referability. So those are all part of these programs as well. Then you'll also see that in each course we have a success guide, which could be called the workbook, where you can take notes and as you go. There's also another way to take notes I'll show you in a minute. The field work are the actions really from each chapter. Almost every chapter has some field work. It could be a discussion you want to have with your referral buddy or with your manager, or maybe just some work you do on yourself. In many cases it's practice. It's taking what I teach and really bringing it to life. We have what we call the referral scoreboard, which is an active PDF file. You can put the date in from when to when. Usually it's a week to week, and then you can put your name in and your manager's name if he or she's involved. And I met with the Joneses this past week, and I had the value discussion, and I asked for referrals, and lo and behold, I got one referral, and they're going to introduce me over a round of golf I met with the Browns, and I did the value discussion, but I wimped out. It didn't seem right to ask for referrals. I met with the Greens, and you can see how this goes. I had the value discussion. I asked for referrals, but I didn't get any. They weren't ready at this time. And then I met with the Whites, and lo and behold, it turns out they're going to be a great resource for referrals, and they're going to have a little dinner party, and et cetera, et cetera. So then you can tally your numbers, and then you can put the names of the prospects here. And then you can save this file, and you can send it to a manager or to a referral buddy. And this basically is keeping track of the behavior necessary to produce a referral-based business. We're not just keeping track of how you're going through the courses, but are you actually engaging in the behavior necessary to produce results? And then we have a referral blitz template or your action plan. And this is just a model for how you can proceed through the course, and gives you a lot of suggestions for week to week to week what you want to do. You don't do all these items. You do whatever you want, whatever fits. But it is a model to give you an action plan to move forward. So let's go ahead and go back to the courses. There we go. And then there's asking for referrals without begging or without pushing. And you see I'm 100% complete with this course. Let's go ahead and hit one of my favorite lessons. And I can show you as this plays, this is where you can write notes, right? You can write notes right there. And those notes will be compiled in the Notes tab that's on the main menu page. So all your notes will be right next to the actual video-based lesson that you're engaged in. As you probably already know, these lessons are highly interactive, highly engaging. This is a course for managers and leaders. If you are an individual signed in, you do not have access to this. If you're a manager or leader, then you certainly do. And it's basically how to build a culture of referrals amongst a team or group. Now let's go ahead and show you some of the other features. We have a lot of role play and demonstrations. These are specific videos that you can watch that show me asking for referrals or promoting referrals or handling referral objections. And so I think you'll find these extremely valuable. We'll be adding to those as we go. And let's see what else we have at the training center. We also have audio files, uploads. We have probably about 10 or 11 at this moment, but we're adding on a regular basis. So in some cases, these are folks who are doing a really good job with some of the things I teach, or they've created some of their own systems around client acquisition and client service. And so they're telling us what they've done to maximize this. In some cases, I'm interviewing other experts, other folks that are particularly good at strategies around referrals and client acquisitions. And so we'll be adding to those on a regular basis. We have my referral fitness video tips. If you haven't seen these, I do recommend you check them out. They're very fun, short programs, 57 seconds, 56 seconds, 74 seconds. A quick lesson on referrals or client service or client acquisition, centered around sports or fitness of some sort, and you'll find that it's a lot of fun. It's really just a value-added part to this whole overall program. And then coming soon will be some other trainings and other experts that I recommend that are complementary and supplementary to what I teach. And so I recommend that when this is active, you go and look at that as well. So that is the essence of Referral Coach Academy. And like I said, in the carousel, you can hit the preview and it'll remind you what each one of these items is for. So please stay in touch. Use the Talk to Bill feature. Make sure I know what questions and challenges you have. Make sure I know what successes you're having, and even suggestions for future courses and lessons, etc. And I wish you great success with this. Stay in touch. Thanks for listening for now. Take care.